Happy first week of school, Bear Cubs. Hey, I'm going to take you through just a little demo of all the things listed on our standardized warm-up. Once you get these things down, you're not going to have to look at this video again. But in case there's anything on here that you don't know what we're doing, I'm going to demo it really simply for you now. And this is Boo, and she likes to sit right in front of the camera. So that's Boo, my dog, so enjoy watching her too. Okay, so the first thing is, if you have like a 10-pound plate or a 15-pound plate, you can use this for this first part. You don't have to have it, but if you do, it just gives you kind of a target and a place to jump to. All right, so you're gonna put that plate down on the ground in front of you, and the first thing you're gonna do is 10 toe taps. So you would be actually tapping to the plate like this. And you're just gonna do 10 quick, fast, tight toe taps, okay? Then using that same plate, I'm not gonna do it now because I don't want to trip on my lawn, but you're gonna do 10 jump ons and jump off back and forth. So you're gonna jump on, off, like this, on, off, on that plate. Then the next set, you're gonna do 10, you're gonna go lateral jumps. Be careful on this, don't twist your ankle, pay attention to what you're doing. So you're gonna jump off the plate, on it, off, on, off, like that, okay? And then last thing, you're gonna do 10 jumping jacks where you will actually use the plate, okay? You'll start on the plate, jump off the plate, jump back on the plate like that. 10 of those, okay? You can see my heart rate's up already. All right. The next thing, we're gonna do some stretching and some range of motion work. Now our heart rate's up a little bit. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go a knee pull into a Samson stretch or a lunge, okay? So from the front, looks like this. You're gonna take your knee, stretch, try not to arch your back, and then down into a lunge, not all the way to the ground. You can stretch a little bit here, and then step it up. So again, it looks like this from the side. Knee pull into a lunge, and then step it up, and then alternate, 5 on the right, 5 on the left, okay? Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go down into that lunge, stay in the lunge, and we're gonna do some twists. So you're gonna come down, lunge it out. Make sure your foot is in front of your knee. Okay, I don't want you back into this position. I want your foot out in front, straight up and down, vertical shin, or even out in front a little bit more. Okay, you're gonna drop that back knee. You're gonna do a twist. Then you're gonna come down. You're gonna work for that range of motion and try and get your elbow on the ground. And you can do 5 twists on this side, okay? Then you're gonna rotate the lunge out. And you go 5 twists on this side. Working for that range of motion. Doesn't have to be fast. Just warming up. All right. Then we're gonna do 10 Cossack squats, okay? So this is a wide squat. And some of you might be able to do this without using your hands at all. And some of you might need your hands for assistance. Make sure you keep your heels on the ground. Your heels don't leave the ground. So you're gonna come out, you're gonna stretch into that Cossack squat. You come over, stretch. Notice that my heel is down on the ground. I'm gonna do 10 of those alternating, okay? 5 and 5. All right, then we're gonna get into some more movement, open up our arms a little bit. So we're gonna start with a skater torso twist. So you guys are gonna stand, you send your hips back, keep your back flat, and you're gonna start by swinging and twisting here. I don't want to see a rounded back. I want you active, hips back, back is flat. I'm going to start big and slow, and then as you get up close towards 20, you can start swinging those arms with a little more intensity. All right? Then we're going to go into some palm walks into a push-up from a straddle position. Okay? If you cannot do a strict push-up, you're obviously not going to do that in warm-up, so you'll do it from your knees. That's a modified way to do that. So from the side, it's going to look like this. Here's the movement pattern. So you're going to straddle your legs, send those hips back, stretch your hamstrings out, walk your hands out into a push-up position. If you can do a strict push-up, you can do 5 strict push-ups. If not, you can come down to your knees, 5 strict push-ups that way. You're going to walk your hands back and stand it all the way up. Then you would go back down again, 4 push-ups, stand it back up, back down, 3, 2, and then 1 on the push-ups. Okay, so take your time, go through those. Then we're gonna loosen up the shoulders a little bit more. We're gonna start with some tight, fast, forward arm circles. So you're gonna go nice, tight and fast. Go for about 20 seconds. Start making the bigger, and then all the way around, okay? You shake your arms out a little bit, maybe scissor across. Then we're gonna do the same thing again. Start tight and small, we're going backwards now. Tight and fast, bigger, and all the way around. Big arm circles, okay? All right, more with the shoulders. We're gonna do some wring out the towel. So you're gonna have this hand up and this hand down, and you're gonna lean and reach those shoulders, stretch your side, and you're gonna do 10 of these, alternating 5 and 5. All right? Now our last 3 things require us to be on the ground. So I'll try and demo them kind of in a standing position first, and then I'll get down on the ground. Hopefully you can see me behind Boo, and I'll show them to you. So the first one is the A hold. And in the A hold, we're trying to activate our T-spine, which goes across the back of your shoulders and in between your shoulder blades, okay? So we're trying to turn these traps off so we're not in this position, okay? Trying to have as much space between our ears and our shoulders as possible. And so we're literally gonna lay face down on the ground with our head in neutral position, neck in neutral position. So you're gonna be laying in like this position, face down on the ground, like an A, okay? Palms down. Okay, and so on the A holds, you're literally going to keep your legs on the ground, glutes are activated, and you're just going to do a little couple of inches of turning on and squeezing between your shoulder blades while keeping your traps turned off. Okay, so you literally go up and hold for 3 to 5 seconds, down and relax, and you're going to do 10 of those. Okay, so they look like this on the ground. You're going to be down, face down. A position, feet stay on the ground. You're gonna lift and activate. Lots of space between your ears and your shoulders, and relax. Up and activate. Squeeze between those shoulder blades really hard, and relax. So you're gonna do 10 of those, okay? Our next movement is tabletops. And this is another good shoulder opener and hip opener. So you're gonna make sure that your fingertips are pointing towards your feet, okay? So my fingertips are pointing towards my feet. And I'm gonna come up into a tabletop position, drop my head back, hang out here for a second, back down, relax. Up into that tabletop position, drop the head back. I can bend my knees forward a little bit if I want a little more stretch in my shoulders. And down, I'm gonna do 10 of those, okay? And then the last thing is scorpions. It's another shoulder opener. So you're gonna lay face down on the ground, and you're gonna put your hands out at like a 45-degree angle. So this would be straight out, 90 degrees. When you lay them down, you're actually gonna put it like at 45 degrees. I don't want your hands below your shoulders. So they're either at shoulder height or above your shoulders when you do these, okay? So you're gonna come down. I'll do a side view and a front view so you can see it. You're gonna do 10 of these, 5 on each side. So I'm gonna take this hand out. I'm gonna put it up at a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna make sure that this shoulder is pressed into the ground. Okay, I'm not gonna let this shoulder lift. So my right shoulder is pressed into the ground. I'm gonna come across with my left leg and open up the front of my right shoulder. I'm gonna come back out of that, press my left shoulder to the ground, rotate my right leg back, and open up my shoulder. And I'm just gonna go back and forth 10 times. Okay? So this workout, or this warm-up, once you know what you're doing, I'm sweating, which is a good sign, it means the warm-up works. Once you know what you're doing, from start to finish, this warm-up should take you less than 10 minutes. But in the beginning, when you're getting to know the movements, it can take up to 10 minutes or so, okay? Last thing that I just want to recommend is that if you haven't already gone and gotten either a PVC pipe, which you can get at any hardware store, get it cut at about 4 feet across, 5 feet across. It's more like, I'm 5'5", so this is about 5 feet, okay? little more than 5 feet. So PVC pipe, you can go get it cut really cheap, any hardware store. Or if you're desperate from now, you could literally use a broomstick instead if you want. That works too, okay? So we're gonna be doing a lot of work with our PVC pipe as we're learning movements this week and in the beginning week. So I wanna make sure that you have a PVC pipe because we are gonna learn some squatting, some pressing, and deadlift, okay? So you need to have a PVC pipe so that we can learn the formations of this and the good fundamental movements and make sure we have the range of motion before we even start considering doing something under load, okay? So make sure you get a PVC pipe by the end of the week. You're gonna need it. And I think that's it for the warm-up. So have a good first week. Email me if you have any questions. And I look forward to getting to know you a little bit better this semester. Say bye, boo. Bye.